Hello people, welcome back to a new video on the Down Under Diaries channel. That's just audience watching my previous video. So if you want to watch, learn and laugh, go check out the previous video. But this video is going to be all about architecture, and we have Shreya with us who's pursuing.
Hello.
What are you pursuing?
I am doing my master's in architecture.
And she just secured a job as well. So good for her. While she was studying.
It's not a casual retail job. It is. I am working as a graduate architect.
Graduate architect. When she graduated in December 2023.
Yes.
So she secured a job while she studied. Same as the last video, cooking and careers, where we'll be asking her questions while cooking.
I bought some ready pizza bases and I'm making pizza.
So I guess we're not dating enough.
No, I can't cook Rajma Chawal, which is just Rajma floating in water. No offense.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Anyway, most of the prep is done. So while cooking, I'll ask her the first question. What are some tips that you would like to give a newbie or a first year student who wants to be in your position?
For a job, like job in architecture, I would say apply everywhere, even if they're not advertising for anything. Just email firms, just Google architecture firms near me, and look at their careers option, look at the email address, and put in your cover letter, your portfolio, and yeah, whatever you have, just put it in there, and write a nice email about why you want to work in that firm. That is from India, by the way. It's 20 rupees, that's the job. Better than $20. And you were showing it, so.
Just one thing. She got the job by not applying online because she got it through personal connection. So how important is networking?
That is very important. So just I did a 6-month internship when I was doing my bachelor's in Sydney, and that time I got the internship by applying anywhere and everywhere. So that's why I'm doing it. But this job I got through my friend's friend and people knowing people in the field. Yes, networking. So be nice to everyone. Talk to everyone about, like, just be out there, don't be shy asking for a job. It's not like everyone doing it, and people are looking for people to hire. So it's not embarrassing to be looking for jobs. Because I used to be really nervous and I used to be like, no, I'm just gonna sit in a room and apply.
We don't have those skills.
Yeah, who hires people, and I don't have that kind of portfolio. Don't be afraid to put in your, first year projects in your portfolio. That is all fine. Like, just do whatever you have, just do it. It'll get you something.
Like, I believe that even if you're in your first year, just putting yourself out there, because most of the things are learned on the job. But if I talk to you in particularly about architecture, are there any platforms that anybody should know of while they're in their home country or in their first year? Yeah, like what is widely accepted? And because you've networked a lot, what platforms do a lot of employers use or a lot of organizations or firms use that you should know of?
So what is that? Our friends is the unique website. So all of us have this where they advertise company jobs related to loop or whatever. What are they called?
I again ask you, are there any architectural platforms, technical platforms like the ones you use to do your assignments, like the one that starts with R or whatever that was?
Revit.
Yes.
Platform में software बोलते गधे.
Revit or any other platform that employers consider.
Revit. Cannot emphasize on this.
Revit, yes. It is a software. It is a BIM software. Architects will know what a BIM software is. Or people studying architecture. If you don't know what BIM is, please Google.
No, rethink your life.
Yeah.
Or do infrastructure advisory.
This guy is obsessed with infrastructure advisory.
PwC sponsor me.
Oh God. I think I'm done. I'm going to change them. What is it? Revit. BIM software. So other countries use different kinds of BIM software, but you should know Revit if you want to work in Australia.
Got it. And do all your assignments have
No. So if you're looking at softwares for uni, then personally I like Rhino. Rhino is helpful in every assignment. If you're doing everything on Revit, if you want to do a quick shadow study or something like that. If you want to do a quick shadow study or something, Rhino is my go always. People use SketchUp as well, but I find SketchUp. But I find SketchUp a little annoying because you can't. I'm not going to go rant about
And any sort of preference on like if they should go for Mac or a Windows laptop?
This question I asked a million people before mine. Yeah, good question this guy asked. Right. Well, I have a Mac, but the problem with Mac is.
Mac, if you're watching this,
Sorry.
people love you.
Ow! अभी लग जाती इतना पहले था.
Sorry,
That's not the problem with using a Mac is you can't use Revit. Revit doesn't. Yeah, weird. But you can always install Windows in Mac.
Install. You can always install.
Ziplo big.
By the way, this is install.
I don't think Ziplo big.
Correct. One of the very important questions. What does an average assignment look like? Apparently it's funny. Apparently I'm cracking jokes over it.
I'm still not installed.
Okay, after you install the Windows, what does an average assignment look like?
Yeah, finish the question. I had a joke prepared for this.
Step 1, after installing Windows, what does an average assignment look like?
I don't care about being like Windows.
Step 1, install Windows. Next question is, what does an average assignment look like? What all do you have to do?
Kill yourself.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So apparently, to get a job in architecture, you don't need humor.
Architecture assignments are not easy. You have to stay awake till 3, 4, 5, very normal before assignment. It's like my professors will say, like sleep after 5, huh? Don't kill yourself, sleep at 5 maximum. And I'm like, how are you normalizing this?
So you're saying Adelaide professor?
No, not Adelaide. This is any professor.
No,
I'm not
Adelaide,
trying
South
to.
Australia professors are very considerate.
Yeah, but now what they started to do is the deadline they keep at 10. So you have to submit and sleep.
You're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, because you always, the deadline used to be always at 9 in the morning. So you were, most of the time, if the deadline's at 9, I'm awake till 8:55.
Okay.
So, and we just consider it very normal. It is not nice. It is like you have to go to work or go to uni the next day and you can't complain about it. I feel like people are going to get scared about this. Architecture is lovely if you like it, if you're passionate about it. But it is also stressful. Like, sleep is one thing you definitely need to sacrifice.
Okay.
Like, you need to get used to not sleeping on time or going to uni or work without 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep. And this is, I mean, if you're very smart, you can, I mean, if you're very good at time management or if you're very smart, you can get it done on time and sleep at 12. But if you're sleeping before 12, you're doing something wrong. I feel.
Wow. That is such a good parameter. But, like, so hypothetically, you just started your master's. What will you get in an assignment? Maybe do you have to design something or
Yes.
interior design?
So yes, coming to the more, I think I'll start talking to people.
We haven't got done. I don't know.
There is, we already.
You're making it for 5 people.
What are you? What have you done? What is this? What am I supposed to do with that?
Can't even answer the question.
Demand it.
I'll get it sorted. Yeah, continue.
Assignments. If you're talking about, am I talking about masters or bachelors?
Masters.
So in masters assignments are gonna be, because I've done bachelors in Australia, it is a little easy for me, but I've noticed it.
That is hard.
Yes, because I've done that. Yeah, it was a little easy for me to get used to the kind of assignments that they are, because there's gonna be, if you've done your bachelor's from countries like India, say, you probably spent 5 years like drafting very proper plans and stuff, and you're not really thinking out of the box. And like the first assignment I got in my master's was like my professor was like, don't care about gravity. Doesn't matter if your critic doesn't stand. Just do something, think creative, be creative. Like get out of those council regulation parameters and everything. Don't think about council right now. Just do what, like you get a lot of freedom. But a lot of freedom, I feel for me has not, like it's not good for me, because I need constraints. I need some boundaries which I need to work. Like you can't give me an open circle in design. I need to have something. But that is different for a lot of people. If you like creative, crazy concepts like spaceships or designing on the moon and whatnot, you'll have fun. But we also learn about regulations and council, all of those, whatever the rules and stuff.
Talking about getting more experience, what are the next steps for you? Do you have to give an exam to get registration? Can you practice?
So registration process is a little daunting. So to get registered in Australia, you need to have certain amount of work experience. So ours, you have on the Architecture Association of Australia or something. That you need to fill and have certain amount of hours under. You have to practice under a registered architect, and not just any engineer, any structural engineer, or any other random architecture firm. You can't do that. You have all by yourself. You can't legally build a building by yourself or design something if you're not registered in Australia. So so you need to get a lot of hours under a registered architect and log that in. Then give some exams, give an interview, and if you're really fast at it, I think it takes about 3 to 4 years. But people usually take their time and learn and take I don't know 7 years. My tutors, whoever I've talked to, have taken 6 to 7 years of it.
But you can get your PR.
Yeah, you can get your PR.
What does the PR pathway look like?
PR pathway. PR. Sorry.
Contact uncle.
Yeah, contact my dad. He does everything. But
Don't contact your dad. She doesn't want to people like me.
yeah, please don't. You are just jamming it. So how I'm getting my PR is, can I talk about that? Does that help? So the point system, I'm guessing everyone knows about. I will, because Adelaide is regional, I will get state sponsorship. Regional. If you get state sponsorship, scholarship, all of that shit. And my work, so now there's a new thing, I don't know if it's new. If you get 6 GPA or above, which is high distinction or something, what distinction, in your course, you only need 3 months of work experience after you graduate. Otherwise, it is 6 or 9 months if I'm not wrong.
We'll still say.
After you, check the website for good information. There's a lot of different things that affect your points, like your age, your where you've done your bachelor's from, if you have
Just talk about professional architecture. That all.
Experience. You need degree and experience.
Degree and experience.
Yes.
And I'm done with my questions, but I know that you prepared a lot for this video.
I
So do you
I
have?
don't care what you do on your channel. I have better things to do. It's like, oh damn.
Until I dare you to put this.
Please follow, share, subscribe, घंटी बजा देना. I had a lot of people come and ask me if they need to know how to sketch or they need to know any software before coming in. So I think if you have time, start learning Photoshop, Illustrator. Adobe Fit is really helpful. InDesign, Photoshop, Illustrator are going to be in your life for literally the rest of your life if you select art.
More than a point.
True.
If you
Like,
come to
if you
Android-
run a render and you realize that your building is missing a window, you
You can always build a window.
can Photoshop it. Don't last minute when you decide to do it 12 and 11, you can't go back in your line of model changing or edit model changing and putting in a window and doing all of your drawings again. You just Photoshop it. So learn how to Photoshop and how to use Illustrator. InDesigns are helpful.
So, very important tips from someone who's already secured a job and hopefully will turn that into full time and get her PR soon, very soon. And so, hope this video added value to you. And if you have any questions specific about architecture,
Don't hesitate.
message me. I'll ask her. I'll let you know. But thank you for watching the video. Like,
Thank you so much.
share, subscribe.
Thank you so much, Anshul. He's actually, no jokes, doing a very good job. Please follow us. What? I was doing a good thing for you.
No, this is it.
Acha.
That makes one of it.